Welcome to the Jody Halo Show. On tonight's episode, we're going to be meeting a musician buddy of mine who's taking the Gummy Bear challenge to the next level. We're sitting down with filmmaker, fellow artist, and COVID-19 survivor, Atif Ali Khan. We're going to hear his story, and we're going to listen to a song he wrote while in quarantine. And we've got Cyberpunk DJ, Chaser 91, new track on. Let's get to it. Gummy Bear challenge, you say? I have no idea what the hell that means. But my buddy Justin, who's a great musician, good friend of mine, is coming to you live from Birmingham, Alabama, is going to attempt to put several gummy bears in his mouth. I can't do this justice. Take it away.
Hey guys, here's the Gummy Bear Challenge. A couple of you guys lowballed me here, so I got to prove you wrong. In each of these first three bowls, there are 20, and if I do surpass 60, this is 10 more to get to 70. If I get past 70, then we will just start a new world records video, okay? So, without further ado.
Oh my. Okay. That's 20. Not a problem. I'm loving this. That's right, this is my childhood friend. And really spirit animal. Jago. Oh wow, that's 40. Not even a thing. Okay, get him in there. Yes, I'm impressed. Was it like 50 right there? Yes, sir. That's right. Mecca's proud, buddy. Oh, we dropped one. Oh, we've dropped one. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, my man. That's got to be, what, 67? 8? We're at 70. Well,
60.
Oh no, that's 60. My bad, 60. Okay, here it comes. Oh, hold him in there. Hold him in there. Yep, I believe in you. Oh boy. Yes, sir. I'm going to put a counter down here at the bottom. Oh, man. Oh, yes! That a baby. That's right. So, 70 gummy bears. My man, Jago, from Birmingham, Alabama. Hopefully he'll be a regular on the show. Being awesome. Love him to death. Hope your family's staying safe during quarantine and isolation, buddy. And if you think that you can beat 70 gummy bears in your mouth at once out there, we want to see that video. Send it to us over here at thejodyhaloshow@gmail.com. Best of luck. We don't condone you hurting yourself or anything like that. Oh, man. Be sure to follow us on all social media, especially the Facebook. Give us a like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. If not, air your grievances at the bottom of our page and tell us why we suck. Next up on the show tonight, we're going to meet a very special gentleman, Atif Ali Khan from New York City. He is a filmmaker, he's a music producer, artist, and he's a recent COVID-19 supporter. I got a chance to sit down and talk with him about everything. Check it out. Hey, welcome back to the Jody Halo Show. We have a very, very special guest that I want to introduce you guys to, who is very humble to be on the show today. Atif, how are you doing? Go ahead and introduce yourself for our audience, getting to know you, and tell me your story.
Okay, Jody, thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure for me to come to your show And I'm a COVID-19 survivor from New York City, the epicenter of the world. Out there, it's like the entire air is contaminated. Even when we go with masks, when we come back, we feel itchy in our throats. We are scared that this could be our last breath, or this could be the time that we actually contracted the virus. We are not sure. We're scared to go to grocery for laundry stuff. But I was for 10 days. I went through the quarantine, and it was the most terrible experience of my life. It was dark. It was scary. It was depressing. I watched the Tiger King during that 10 days of the suffering, so to say. But I'm happy and I'm feeling lucky that I didn't become the victim of this virus. And I'm just feeling glad that I can hug and kiss my kids and play with them, because I could have become a number, a statistic, and I can still become. I'm not sure, because every day, even today, there were more than 300 fatalities in New York City. So yes, I'm feeling grateful, and I just wanted to reflect that.
Well, we're glad that you're doing well. You look healthy right now,
Thank you.
and we're glad that you've made it on the other side of this. I know it's a concern, and
Yes.
you have a family obviously that you're living with there. They're okay as well.
My wife had some symptoms initially, and then she quarantined herself as well. My son, who's younger, he's 4 years old. My daughter is 6 years old. So we kind of quarantined them and stayed out in the house, because it was very hard for us to confine ourselves and not to conduct our regular life with them. So we sort of put them in quarantine. We closed them, and then because we were both showing symptoms, so we went through it. And thankfully we are if I had spoken to you 10 days back, I could barely speak because it was itchy all the time. I was coughing all the time. I felt my lungs were punctured. I'm a fitness freak. I never felt so vulnerable in my whole life. But yes, there is,
It sounds absolutely miserable, but I'm glad
yeah,
your family's okay. I'm
yes,
glad you're okay. You're a
yes,
musician. You're a filmmaker.
yes,
You have an incredible story.
yeah,
Today, though, I want you to tell me. So you're in quarantine, and you obviously you had to go to the hospital,
yeah.
and then you came back and you wrote, and
Yes,
that's what we're sharing, right?
yes. So I was so petrified that I was turned away from the ER of Northwell Hospital, and I was told that it was around 18th or maybe 20th of March, and I was told that there were no tests available for me, because I was showing mild symptoms, and I was sent back to my family where they could have contracted the virus from me. And I was feeling so antisocial, anti-authority, and while I was in solitude, and it was like solitude confinement sort of thing. And there I thought that we as human beings thought we were so invincible. We could go out and conquer everything. We could go out to space and try to find and connect with the aliens. But the sad fact is, now we cannot even get out of our homes. Now we cannot hug our friends. Now we cannot watch a game. So it's a wake up call. It's definitely a time for us to reflect as to how not to become arrogant as a species, and feel responsible for the environment and for the rest of the species, whether they are in wildlife or under the sea or in the air. Just feeling very, very lucky. And I'll tell my grandchildren that I survived it.
Yes, you did. You
And it
did.
made me stronger. What didn't kill me made me stronger.
Absolutely. And again, I can't speak about that enough. I mean, I understand what you mean when you got the little ones. I've got a 2-year, almost 3-year-old with my wife, and it's already a challenge, and people know this. They're all out there that are in a similar situation, but being sick on top of that, that's when the father instinct in me kicks in. It's just, that would scare the hell out of me,
Yes.
to think, now my family is potentially in danger. And so to go through that, I commend you.
Thank
And as a songwriter, now I want to know about the song that we're going to
you. So the
play for
song,
the audience, because
yeah.
this song, when I first heard it, and you played me the rock version, the EDM version, but when I was reading about it, you were telling about how it inspired you that we have to really to connect with one another, and to be kind, and to really pursue your passion, right? I mean, if there's a silver lining in this whole thing, it's that
Absolutely.
we've got to spend some time
Absolutely.
pursuing our passions, and yours is, and your story is just miraculous. So tell us
Absolutely.
about this song.
Yeah.
Set
So
it up.
in the song, I see as an artist, as a struggling artist, so to say, although I enjoy it, so it's not basically a struggle. But as a surviving artist, I would say that we are on media's various social media, trying to share our dentist and our food, and whatever we are doing, invading our own privacy, putting it out to the public. But with this social media revolution, you will see that there is a sense of isolation also increasing. People are not talking to their friends or meeting personally, and the way we used to get together.
Right.
We are living our lives and between AirPods, and before there used to be a music player, and the entire neighborhood used to listen. Some were happy, some were not, but we had a sense of unity, we had collective wisdom, we had a sense of belonging. But now everything is so solitary, and we feel so confined and isolated. So in the song I said that we have come up with best technologies, and the finest of the technologies is about creating disparities, whether it is economic injustice or whether it is social imbalance. And worst of all is that we are creating WMDs, and we are creating things to uh, create a threat for our fellow human beings. But while the fact right now, the biggest realization should be that we need each other more than anyone else. This is a time that nature has kind of forced us, or the chain of consequences have, or the curse of nature has forced us into sort of isolation, and we don't know. In many parts of the world, it's relapsing, like Singapore. So it might come back until the vaccine is generated, or an effective one is generated. And we are so in the song I said that it says that we need to stop talking about or thinking about nuclear warfare and rocket launches, and instead think about working collectively worldwide towards it, to find a cure against this enemy. And this virus that has been generated, whether it is man-made, whether it is naturally generated virus. So in general, in the song, I say that it's not time for tussle in the chorus line, and we should continue our hustle to find a cure for it. And then in the bridge part, I use Metallica's Enter Sandman. Now you know that hush little baby, don't say a word,
Yeah.
and don't mind the noise that you heard. It's just a beast under your bed, in the closet in your head. So basically, it's the antagonist is in our heads, and somehow we created a distance between each other, into our own qualms and selfishness, even so to say. So we have to be selfless, and we have to understand that only you and I matter. And if we can only grow together. If you fight, we can never grow.
So the song is coming out. Atif, where can we go and check out the song?
So on May 20th, it's releasing, and but I had sent you for a special reviewing, so that you can listen to it as an expert, as an influencer. And May 20th, you will be able to hear the original rock version, and on June 21st, you will be able to hear the first EDM version. Then there is a second version also coming up, and probably a dubstep version as well. So yeah, on around July 4th, I'll be releasing another song, an EDM version of a song that I released last year. But yeah, Corona, and it's like a metaphor that it could be our end, or we should bring an end to this coronavirus. So on May 20th on all major platforms, and probably a video will also follow it.
Excellent. All right, well, be sure to check it out. I'm going to play it for you right now on the show so you can check it out, and then I will link to it as it comes out on the platform so you can continue to support Atif. Thanks for being our guest today. I appreciate it. Be sure to stay tuned on the Jody Halo Show.
Dr. Valentino to the OR, please.
Not scriptures, but prescriptions.
Dash your waters, close your doors. Use your head now, baby, don't be so sure. It's like this could be our nightmare. Drop your bags now, your stop is here. Check your symptoms and the empty scan. Go get your mask and save our only chance. Quarantine, my love, there is no God above. Just stay in touch, just keep on knowing this right. It's not the best time to start this shantasol. Just keep it low, baby, and carry on that assault. It's not the best day to play this game. Our pain is real, our end is sad. Repent, pretend. Welcome to your corona end. Dash your launches, fill your dose. Use your head now, don't be so immature. It's like guessing truth or dare. No need to blame now, it's but on his battleship. It's not the best time to start his shantasol. Hush, keep it low, baby, and carry on that assault. It's not the best day to play this game. Our pain is real, our end is sad. It's fine, this guy. Welcome to your corona sky. Hush, little baby, now don't say a word. And never mind that noise you heard. It's just a babe under your bed, in your closet, in your head. It's not the best time to start his shantasol. Hush, keep it low, baby, and carry on that assault. It's not the best day to play this game. Our pain is real, our end is sad. Repent, pretend. Welcome to your corona end.
Love, not WMDs.
Finally tonight, I want to wish a happy Mother's Day to all of you lovely mothers out there, including my own mother, Donna Hicks. I love you dearly. And I would also like to have a special tribute to my wife and great mother to my son, Jessica Roya. And I'm going to show you guys a video that she was just featured in as an outstanding aerial performer with a great artist, Korey with the K. I'm going to show their video tonight. Check it out. They're also worth seeing live. And just like every week, I promise you new music. This is Chaser91, Cyberpunk DJ, out of Toronto, Canada. Check it out.
Gin and tonic, any other shit I'm on it. So call